And the Murdaugh trial is captivating not only the country, but the entire globe. Fox Carolina's Anna Arender is live in Clemson, breaking down what's trending on social media. Hey, Anna.
Hey, Haley. Well, we are here at the Clemson Social Media Listening Center where we can break down the analytics and those conversations that are happening on social media. Now, take a look at the board right behind me. This is a global look at some of these conversations that have been happening over the last 7 days. Some of those lighter purple images are still some of the conversations. Obviously, here in the United States, it's going to have a lot more of the conversation. Almost 2,300 mentions over the last 7 days here in the United States. And over in Germany, Sweden, there's even some in the United Kingdom, 509 mentions over the last week. Now, if we scroll down, we can break these analytics down even more. When we go over here to South Carolina, obviously that is where we're going to see some of the highest mentions. 2,900, just over that number there. And then we can even break it down more. We're going to go over here to some of the city distributions. We've got Columbia, Charleston, Hilton Head, Greenville, Myrtle Beach. Obviously, the Low Country is where a lot of those mentions are happening. And then, of course, in Greenville, we're getting a lot of traction there as well. Now, guys, we can break this down so far. You can even have emojis, and you can see which ones are trending. We've got some of the justice right here, the justice scales. We've got a lot of maybe the sirens, obviously some of the uh-oh faces, and maybe some of the ones that you would expect to see on Twitter as well. And then this is the word cloud of some of those key words that are being circulated around social media as well. Now, I do want to bring in Brandon. He is the director here for the Social Media Learning Center. And Brandon, can you talk a little bit about what makes these analytics so important and so explosive right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, people tend to turn to social media in cases like this where we're wanting to monitor the way the conversation spreads in real time. So we're able to scrape and capture all of that information to be able to make sense of it, apply various analytics to help us understand what's actually happening within this conversation. So we look at the national view, the international view, and we can break it down into specific locales, understand the language that people are using to help make sense of this particular conversation.
And this is definitely a trial that has captivated us worldwide. So we're going to continue to look at some of these social media trends here in South Carolina as the day goes on. Right now they are in recess. Again, I'm going to mention that, but remember, these are in real time. So we're going to keep an update throughout the day as to what we're going to see. Haley, I'll send things back to you in the studio.